All right, my friends, hello and welcome back to another edition of the Old World According to Jams. I, of course, am Jams, and this is Old World. Now, I am back in my Aksum Maximum Calamities game, and really quick, it looks like I've got 2 orders left, and I've got someone who can be tutored. So let's go ahead and get them tutored, and we'll go ahead and end the year. All right. So we've got another tribal raid coming in near Ektamara, which is up here. I've become paranoid. The next storm. Every vessel from the smallest fishercraft to larger trading ships seeks shelter against the harsh winds along the coasts near Keskezi. Such is the pattern with each storm, and yet the oldest residents tell tales of seaborne wrath that surpasses any yet seen. Keskezi and its ships should have protection against the wind. I can add a harbor. Or I can become humble. A harbor really wouldn't be all that terrible if I could put one here. A harbor here isn't that bad, but I don't think it's really worth it. Plus 60 for adjacent nets. That's a lot of food and everything, but I'd really like some of this plus culture and plus gold from the nets here. I think I'll go ahead and take humble. Get the extra stats. I think that's probably a pretty good idea. War demand. The sudden arrival of envoys from Greece causes disorder in the court. The ruler, Aspasia, demands that we take up arms against Rome. This is not a decision to be held lightly. Well, Greece is much weaker, and so is Rome, but I'm not going to declare war on Rome right now. I'm not really ready for Rome. Greece can be mad. I'll take the XP. Okay, air education. Time passes and Duke Bazin is growing up fast and eager to learn. How should we educate him? He is my 3rd in line. Let's go ahead and put him in philosophy. Alright, let's go ahead and take stock of what's going on. I know I've got some raiders down here, so I want to get them dead as quickly as I can. Let's go ahead and get some XP on this unit with a kill. A hit there, a hit there. Not quite a kill there. If I back up one of those attacks, 2. Let's bring this unit, like, here. Can I get a kill now? Yes. Alright, so that's that sorted. There's also some fighting down here. So let's get this fighting taken care of. We can use our medieval shotgun, get a kill there. We can attack here, get a disarm there, and then this is almost taken care of. Where else are we getting attacked? That's it. Okay, so have we handled all of the situation up here? Yes, it looks as though we have. We've got this city that we're going to settle. Or should we even bother? I mean, we've got 10 cities. I've already got the settler, so I guess I will. But I think I'm going for this city over that one. So we'll go ahead and come over this way. What else do we have going on? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our city production. We completed a forum here. I think let's go ahead and... What's our opinion with Christianity? Opinion's pretty good. We've got the monk. I think we probably go ahead and get the monk here. Do we need any resources? We could use some more stone. Oh, this is salt. I want to get that salt up. Let's get that salt. And we can get some more monasteries up. What are you working on? A hamlet. Let's go ahead and get a monastery here. Okay. Scout should be scouting, so let's go ahead and get a little scout. Mountain fighting. The landscape of the Nemrud stands quietly rugged as I approach, the ice and rock of the towering peaks creating a pattern of sublime splendor. However, this trip is not to view the beauty of the lands. Your generals have asked for guidance in how best to adapt my forces to fight better in mountainous terrain. Traveling across the scree-littered slopes below the peak, I find myself imagining the use of such landscape in battle. Perhaps there really is something to be learned from these rough lands. There's always a path, and I become a pathfinder. The mountains are full of life, and I become an herbalist. Or I feel at home on the peaks, and I become a Highlander. I think I'll go with pathfinder here. All cities, camps, and nets, 20%. Sounds pretty decent. How many? Camp. Here's a net. I'll have a couple more nets. I actually don't have nearly as many camps as I thought. Another camp up there. Camp here. Oh, I don't have a camp on that. Gotta get a camp on that. Is there a camp here? There must have been something that destroyed these. I'm pretty sure I had those on camps. Alright, so not many as camps as I thought. So maybe... No, I'll still go with Pathfinder. I think that's fine. Let's take a look at our workers. A lot of them are not working. Do I have a champion's worker available? No. Alright. Because you're building this. Alright, you've completed the Apadana. Was there another wonder that I could get here? I think I needed a hill. But let's see, what do we have? I get a stronghold, I get a courthouse. This city's doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and put a courthouse in here. Just put it there, I think that's fine. Our wood income is pretty good, but we definitely don't want to let it fall. So these lumber mills are really good because they're on rivers. Let's keep getting those lumber mills up. Okay, this unit. Could I build a wonder here? No. Maybe soon, though. 12.5 quarry sounds pretty darn good to me. I'll get that quarry. 12.5 is a little bit too good to pass up. I guess you come over this way. I know it'll take an extra year because it's not the right family, but I want to get that ore up. Okay, you are done. Let's get over here. Get this lavender grove up. I think let's go ahead and spread Judaism down here. And now that we spread Judaism, we'll get started on a monastery like here. 2 orders left. Anything else that needs to happen? I'm not sure if I'm going to get a settler down here. I might, to be honest. This is a very wide game, which is not usually how I play, but I think it's fine. Alright, most of our workers are working. You're not working, though. Let's go ahead and get an actual road down here. Don't have any really orders that I need to buy. I think I've got everything else going pretty okay. Should I adopt a state religion? Maybe. If I could get the head of Judaism to like me and I could convert the families, then maybe I would. But we'll see if that can happen next turn. Alright, we've had a hurricane come in at Keskezi. Influence mission has led to an event. This oligarch is now ill. Companionship. In my efforts to woo oligarch Awaya, I've never seen a woman who so thoroughly understands that money is the best thing in the world. Ever. I can't help but feel that there might be something to her lifestyle and the ability to pay for every want or need. Adopting this new way of life could give certain benefits, such as understanding more of what the oligarch would like and how I can put her into my debt. I would become greedy. I'll just take the +2 discipline. I don't want to become greedy. That stinks because I want to get this person to like me. So let's go ahead and see if we can do something about it. We'll try again to influence. I've got some empty positions here. Nobody really great. These people are all pretty old. Kind of same here, so I might still just let those be empty. 5 events. Rule of Wisdom. The people of Masawa come to me, renowned for foresight and wisdom, to guide Masawa to ever greater heights. Okay, Masawa must welcome those in need, +1 discontent level and +4 citizens. Or Masawa can gain autonomous rule. I really don't want Masawa to gain autonomous rule. Although that being said, is it really the worst thing? I'd get a lot of civics out of it. You know what? Screw it. I'll let them have autonomous rule. It's fine. Good news. In a surprise piece of news, I received an update from a Royal Duchess Wakana. Academy scholars respect her, and the other students compete to befriend her. At the moment, Wakana is thriving. Good. Good for her. Encourage her to focus on scholarship. She can gain a wisdom. She is a commerce student. Or she can become affable. No, I would like the science. I'll take that. Securing peace. Our vassal, Queen Dowager Ada, has offered to secure a peace with the Numidians, but she is not forthcoming with the details. I'm going to go ahead and let her get mad at me. Okay, the sea grows dark. The wind, water, and fury lash at Keskezi from the sea. No one can much as stand in the face of the oncoming gale. Caught unprepared, the people watch as their families and livelihoods are torn from their grasp. We shall repair what we can. I have the gold. We'll go ahead and do that. Ambitions of faith. Azana the Tactician has come before me as a representative of the Aksumite pagan religion, asking that I capture 5 foreign cities or build a university palace and citadel. Although not the most charming, the faith-bound man makes a compelling case for how this support could help relations between the crown and the noble religion, leading to increased support in the future. University palace and citadel. I think I'm going to refuse the request because I've already got too many ambitions that I'm not really doing well on. Let's go ahead and grab out of here. I want to grab this Mint Coin 3 because I'm probably looking at failing some ambitions, and I think I'd like to get rid of them now. So let's go ahead and get some of that free, delicious legitimacy so that way I can go ahead and deal with those ambitions. I've got some laws available here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be my 7th law. I think I'll go ahead and take legal code. So that's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. Now I can build citadels and get my 2nd unique unit, which is excellent. All right, so we got this demit out here. Are we still fighting with anyone? The Vandals, the Thracians. Okay, so we are still fighting. Let's go ahead and start securing some peace. I need more training, so I can't do that this turn. Okay, let's go ahead and continue to explore, because that ambition, we actually could potentially see through the end. I don't want to leave you there. I will force march you over into there. All right. 5 builders. You, I want to build a road down here. Add road. Add road. Add road. You're building. We've got some healing to do. You guys all need heals as well, but I don't want to waste all my orders on healing you. All right. Let's go ahead and settle the city, finally. We've been sitting on this site literally forever. I think we'll come over here. 3 cities, 4 cities, 3 cities. Monasteries and temples plus 100% output. And we are going to have monasteries in here because of all this incense. Probably, the only thing is, it's going to be tough to get the best out of 2 because you can't put them next to each other. So it's like 1 here and 1 here. But I think this is going to be a cleric city. Yeah, hopefully that'll make them a little happier. It did make them a little bit happier. Okay. We can go ahead and get this unit. We'll leave that unit there for now. I'll need a Tigrayan unit to garrison. I think we'll just move this slinger over slowly. Alright, you're going to come over here and grab this ore. Alright, 2 orders left. Somebody else is available to tutor, aren't they? Yes, this person. Tutor child, I'll go ahead and... Oh, he's an agent, so he can't do that. Never mind. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can walk this worker up there. There's another Tigrayan worker down here, and if I don't have to build one up here right now, then that saves me from building one. I think I'll just go ahead and get a slinger as a garrisoning unit. So I actually didn't need to move that slinger, but it's fine. Alright. Out of orders. So, it looks like it's the end of the year. Alright. So, Ephemios has tutored Duchess Wakana, improving her charisma. I still feel fear, but I gained a courage. That's good. Keskezi cleanup. With the hurricane now behind us, cleanup begins near Keskezi. Much of the battered coast lies covered in wreckage and debris. Oligarch Awaya is said to be overseeing the cleanup efforts, and with the Tigrayans being displeased with us of late, perhaps this is an opportunity to gain their favor. Alright, I have no sympathy. I don't think that's a good idea. Fine, I suppose I should make an appearance. See that the people of Keskezi get all the help they need. A happiness level would be good. Yes, don't leave Awaya's side until Keskezi is restored. I'm honorable. It's -6 orders, but she becomes endeared to me, which is perfect. Look at that. Now it's... She's endeared to me and she's still -30? Because she's slighted. Oh, I don't remember her becoming slighted. That's no bueno. Okay, well, it is what it is, I guess. Let's go ahead and get a tutor off on this Duke with Ephemios. Workers. All right. You are still going to come up this way. Worker completed here. Let's grab a couple militia to stand on camps that we're not going to be probably actually taking. What does Hawulti need? Maybe let's get a couple more... Do we have a shrine in here? We do. We have... No, it's a steel. Do we have a shrine at all? No. Let's build a shrine in here. I think let's build the money shrine. Maybe if I build it here, it'll pop out and I can grab that salt? Or should I grab these horses instead, maybe? I don't think I can build a shrine. Oh, I can build a shrine. Okay. Yeah, let's pop this out to grab these horses. I think that's a good idea. You've got a hamlet here. This has to be repaired. Alright, you need a heal. And we've got some more killing that has to happen down here. Don't know where that unit came from. It should not be here. I'm now known as Gutit the Warrior. Beautiful. All right, we come down here. We clear this camp. Liberated. A crumbling prison stands in the Thracian settlement. Scores of soldiers and citizens from Aksum have been languishing here for years, most believed dead by their loved ones. Their release calls for celebration. Yes, I will let them return to their families. That's fine. Okay. Camp dealt with. That's what I like to see. Do we have any more attacks happening? No. Perfect. 6 orders left. I've got to keep my scouts scouting. So let's go ahead and scout up this way. All right, here's some more legitimacy. Now we've met Egypt. So plan of attack. Now that we've met Egypt, an opportunity presents itself. One possibility would be to lure them into a false sense of security by offering to continue the status quo until we are better ready to strike. But another is to simply attack immediately and take them by surprise. I think I'll go ahead and... For now, we wait. He either becomes influenced by me or suspicious of me. Okay. I think that's fine. I'll let that scout sit there. Where's my other scout? Oh, did a scout die? I thought I had another scout somewhere else. Two orders left. You just did a monastery. That's a Christian monastery. That's a Christian monastery. That's a Jewish monastery. Let's go ahead and bring this missionary down this way. Okay. End of orders. End of year. Hopefully, I'll check again next year. Hopefully I can get some decent candidates in there for Spy Master and Chancellor. Rome is now similar. So if I'm going to go after anyone, I should probably go after Greece. I could probably pretty much steamroll Greece if I upgrade to my... Oh, which reminds me, I need to build my citadel so I can get those. All right, another tribal raid near Massawa. I've got manor. I've influenced the oligarch good, and this oligarch is now feeling better. Egypt is now influenced by me. Plea for knowledge. Gasps of shock and surprise spread around the court as the Egyptian diplomat prostrates himself on the ground in supplication. Our nation has much to learn. We humbly ask that you share our knowledge with us so we may move forward as friends. Egypt. How much do I care? Not that much. I'll let them have it, but they're going to pay me for it. In the name of Duchess Abba Assat, the head of Judaism, has made it known that she will be touring the cities of the known world to spread the light of her faith. I have learned that Ekmar is on the list. How will I respond? Seal the gates. We should not grant Duchess... Why? Refuse to bow to religious demands. Judaism can spread there. I don't see a problem with that. I really don't want to spend the 260. Although, actually, I do. Yes, I'll spend that, because now she's going to become influenced by me. She's still not... I don't think she's happy enough with me to convert. No. She must be minimum pleased. Okay, so now I'll burn some gold to... Oh, I already influenced her. What if I make her my spy master? Now she's happy with me. Okay. Fine. Now she's happy with me. Now let's convert families. Convert religion. Oligarch as many. Oligarch as many. Okay. Convert religion. Oligarch as many. Perfect. How about Chancellor? Sure, I'll make this person Chancellor. Just to try to make sure I keep everything going. Alright, so here's a tribal raid. This is really bad. Can I upgrade you to an archer? No, because I just spent all my training. Ha ha ha. Okay. Not the worst thing, though. I've got some forces. They're not great forces, but they're forces nonetheless. And we can make something work. Here's another tribal raid right here. I've got forces here. This is a horse raid, so let's go ahead and bring down our spearmen. I really should have done this last turn, but I didn't. Okay. Unfortunately, that means workers are not going to work this turn. We've got scholarship, we've got cartography, court minister, and drama. I think I should go for scholarship. It'll get me libraries, but I also really should pick up architecture. No, I'm going to go scholarship. We'll go scholarship. Okay, we'll have to just end the year there. All right. Rome is now at truce at Greece. The Vandals now have a new king. Good for them. School of Reason. In his philosophical studies, Bazin has been especially drawn to one teacher, the philosopher Hypatia, the daughter of a prominent mathematician. She has surpassed his works and now spends her time either teaching or exploring her love of learning. Invite the teacher to court. Free law philosophy. He could become educated, intelligent, or engineer. Free law philosophy. For gold. Is that worth it? I probably would go with engineering. So I'm going to say that's not worth it. I think it would be better to have Hypatia on the court. We'll make Hypatia a courtier. All right, so like mother, like son. I may be interested to learn that for better or worse. Duke Bazin is showing signs of taking after his mother, Duchess Abba Assat. How this influence will take shape is remain to be seen. Wanton, debauched, or exotic? Great. He becomes wanton. Wonderful. Good for him. All right, let's go ahead and get a couple more tutors on these kids. We've got the money, we've got the orders, we might as well do it. We'll have you teach that person, and this person's already being tutored. Okay, cool. Both kids are being tutored. Wonderful. I have a new luxury. I've got ivory. No one really wants it. What about cities? Let's go ahead and send this to Agazi. Hopefully, that will make them a little bit happier. All right, so it did come down a little bit. What about a governor? Any good governors? We have a corrupt governor in here, but it'll give us +1 happiness. What if I put myself in? Give this city a shot. Well, let's do that. Let's see what happens if we do that. All right, let's go ahead and bring these units in to heal. Because there are going to be more raids, I'm sure of it. In addition to that, we also want to make sure that we're ready for war when it comes. Okay, more road. Doing good there. All right, I think we'll plop a monastery. I plop this here. Yeah, it'll close up those borders. Let's plop that monastery there. That's a good place for it, I think. Scouts need to scout. Let's get... Oh, she's already busy. Okay. All right, we're at 55 out of 60%. Unfortunately, I have to burn a lot of orders to get this guy over here. Okay. 2 orders left. Workers, come on over here and grab this camp, I guess. Oh, that would... Okay, never mind. I'll back up that. Can I get the camp now? Yeah, okay. We'll just do that. It's fine. I'm making enough of wood. I don't really need it. Okay. Next turn, I have to make sure that I start here. Oh, no. Darn. Okay, we need to move that worker. I forgot about that. Okay. I gotta stay right here because this is coming, and this other raid is coming too. I already moved those guys, right? I didn't move them this turn, no. Okay. Alright. We're gonna make sure that we don't forget that this turn coming up. Okay. Ephemeros has tutored Duke Bazin. His courage, the convert mission of Oligarch Esmeni has led to an event. This Duchess converts to Judaism. Ephemeros is ill. The help of another. While studying various Jewish practices, Oligarch Esmeni had the help of a cohort of Kohanim sent by Duchess Abba Sat. Esmeni said that one in particular helped many of the finer points and boasts an impressive understanding of stately as well as religious matters. It may be possible to convince Duchess Abba Assat to part with this talented Kohen for a price. Yes, I will get that Kohen. I have the money. I get a court scholar out of it. Alright, we have to do this stuff now. Let's get in here. Let's get a heal. Let's get you here. Let's get you here. Attack. Kill. I want you over here as well. You can stay there for now. You have to come here. You have to come here. You have to come here. Okay. Let's attack here. Let's attack here. Let's heal this worker. Let's make this worker a militia. Let's make this worker a conscript. Okay. Can I upgrade you to a conscript? No, I don't have enough training. Okay. So that's there and there. Okay. Then, right here, these guys need healing. Alright, Asmara needs something to do. Asmara, how about a governor? This person can be the governor of Asmara, I think. Let's grab a forum here, I guess. Unexpected connections. Unexpected personal connections have opened up a direct channel with the leaders of Assyria or Rome. The court seeks to improve relations with both nations, but we should proceed with caution. Send... I don't want to send Rome any science. Do I really care about Assyria? No, I'll just take the XP. Okay, they complete the mint coin here. Perfect. I want to get... Let me get another worker here real quick. I think I'll even hurry that. Alright, we got a promotion on this chariot. We'll go with strike. What laws do I have? Professional army or volunteers? I think I'll go with the volunteers. That boosts up my training at the expense of my civics a little bit, but I do have quite a bit of civics and I'm working on getting more civics, so we could use the training for sure. Let's get Duke Bazin another... No, I think he's fine, actually. 3 orders remaining. I've got to make sure my workers are doing workery stuff. Alright, so you've done that. Ooh, well, before I forget, I want to... abandon some of these, so we're going to abandon that. We're going to... We'll let that go. I probably won't get it, but I'm going to abandon this. I'm not going to get these projects. I need to get these scouts scouting. So you've converted. Let's infiltrate Egypt. Okay. And I'll just use the last order for here. Production in Kezkezi. Let's grab a conscript to sit on that one camp. Actually, no. Oh, yeah, I want to sit on this camp. I'm not going to settle that city. There's no point. Okay. And then over here, let's grab... This is a trader's city. Let's grab a treasury here. Okay. End of orders, end of year. Egypt is at war with the Thracians. Euphemios has died. These people have had a baby. Wonderful for them. The court schemes. Today we grieve the passing of Euphemios, a lion of Aksum and pillar of our lives. Cohen Aswina's eulogy would be almost moving, at least were I not aware of the lightning speed with which she had swept in and claimed every one of Euphemios' court duties, powers, and contacts the very moment the word of his demise has spread. So she's become power hungry. I can get a 25% chance for another wisdom or another charisma. I think I'd like the charisma. I need more civics. My science is okay for right now. Reign by whips and chains. My slaves fill the court with the constant and reassuring sound of rattling chains. There are slaves for every need, the solution to all of life's distasteful duties. They build my improvements, grow our nation's food and labor in the dank mines, and quarries. Yet, yes, all is as it should be, but there is just one great irrational fear that keeps me awake at night, a dream of the chain masses rising from the mire to drag me screaming from the throne. Okay, so I can say deal harshly with our two most troublesome cities, a worker in Masawa and a spearman in Adulis. These people become conspiring with me. I would rather replace slavery, but maybe I'll just replace slavery anyway. We'll see. I think that's fine. Okay. Worker completed in Adulis. I want another demit. Will I hurry the demit? No, not for 470. Let's get tribal truces. Let's get vandals. What do we have now? We have a honey. Anybody else want honey? Not really. Send it to a city then. Send it to Ektmara. Okay. Let's do our scouts first. So we can try to get this ambition done. Okay, you. There is no land, not much land that I'm already not aware of. Okay. City productions. We completed this gardener. Let's go ahead and grab this scribe, I think. I will hurry that with a citizen. Sure. Sabe. You completed a Christian disciple. Let's get that rancher. You're heading up this way to do some work. We've got another guy to deal with here. Attack. Attack. Okay, didn't even need to have that second guy. I'll get this slinger moving over this way so I can free up that demit. You got that ore mine. Okay, great. Come over here and grab another quarry, I think. All right. Where's that worker? This worker needs to build me a citadel. This worker, get these camels up. I thought I already had that there, so let's do that. All right, I don't know why you were here, but let's go ahead and get roads up this way. Okay, end of orders, so probably end of year. We missed a tutor on a person, but I think it's fine. Next year, the heir is actually available to tutor, so we want to be tutoring the heir. Oh, something died. Oh, I forgot about these damn rebels over here. Okay, I've got scholarship. Assyria is the truth was Carthage. Tutor mission has led to an event. This oligarch is going to die. This royal's going to die. She's now old and free tutored. I'm known as Gudith the Ambitious. I've got a charisma. All right, what died? A militia? All right, fine. I don't care about the militia. That's literally why militia exist. Okay. Attack, attack, attack. What do we need in Masawa? We've got 2 workers doing nothing. Most of our resources are doing pretty okay. I think probably a library. We're going to get a bunch of libraries. You're a missionary. Okay, you're coming over here. Let's get these goats online first so the city can grow a little bit. You're doing nothing. You're doing... I want you to get a library as well. We're gonna power the science here, I think. Okay, you're gonna come over this way and heal. Another luxury. What do we got? Salt. Anybody want salt? Not really. So it goes to a city. Let's go ahead and give it to Zula, I guess. All right. You need to be doing something. What is this city doing? We could use a mine. We've got a couple hills. Let's get a mine in this city. All right. I'd like to get this road. 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 Okay. Let's check our events. We got a lot. Bystander. One day during a lesson with her tutor, Wakana hears a clamor beyond the palace walls. A group of urchins chase a terrified cat along the street, laughing and striking at it with sticks. Hypatia notices her pupil's interest and challenges her to intervene. What does the royal tutor advise? She was a student of something. She can get a discipline, a charisma, a courage, or a wisdom. Let's see what she is. I forget what she is. What she at least was. Balancing act. The war against Carthage is progressing splendidly. Unfortunately, there are a growing number of people in my vassal families who have grown war-weary and wish to see hostilities end. The loudest voice calling for a truce is Oligarch, as many who is gaining increasing support. I think that's fine. I can get truce and she'll be happier with me. An address to young minds. Duke Bazin tells me that Cohen Asena has been making speeches to the students of the academy, telling them that the ways of the classical curriculum can be adapted and incorporated into Jewish teachings. The tutors, many of whom are staunch traditionalists and followers of Aksumite paganism, are furious at the Cohen. Should this influence be allowed? Yes, I would like him to become educated. That's fine. She has completed commerce. Okay. So she can become a diplomat or an orator. She's 5th in line, so she's never going to be a leader. I think maybe we'll put her as a diplomat. And we will put this heir as a politics person. The city of Masawa has become renowned as a free state of autonomous land, of rule a land unto itself. The court regards the situation, complaining that allowing such freedoms encourages others to expect the same. The situation reaches a head when Oligarch Nikolawa stands before the court and demands that something be done. Masawa will not return to the fold without the use of force. Shall we fight to regain control? No. It's fine. Okay. Trusted council. The members of my council have gathered today to discuss the state of affairs in Aksum. My spy master is seated, an aura of implacable and reassuring calm surrounding her. Chancellor Kalina looks away as I enter. Ambassador Zarkanis gives me an indifferent glance. Shall we begin? Personal opinions aside, each has their own suggestion for the best steps to guide Aksum. What will I take their counsel? So, ambition, control 6 agents, that's doable. 3 citadels, very doable. Let's do 3 citadels. Because I'm going to get at least 2, so it wouldn't be hard to get 3. Apprentice scribe here, that's good. Let's grab forum. Any good governors? I like this person. 2.4 civics plus 6 training. Ooh, that's a lot of science and a lot of gold. But I want her for tutoring, so let's put this person in. I think that's fine. Okay. Do I hurry this with a citizen? I think not. Maybe I'll hurry it with civics, though. Okay, only 4 orders left. We've still got fighting. Oh, no, I already did this fighting. Okay. Boy, a lot of stuff happened. Okay. So we'll get a stronghold in here. Okay. We're already getting a citadel here in Adulis. And we'll build up one here in Mendefera, I think. Alright, that will be pretty good. Bystander. Okay, yes, so she is now a diplomat. I think... Nope. Did not mean to click that. So as a diplomat, I think a discipline would be good on her. Yeah, scouts, I think. Okay. Production in Hawulti. Alright, we've completed the treasury. I think I do want to get a forum. Okay. Ektmara needs to repair damage. Okay. Alright. Not bad. I think everybody is pretty much happy. Unfortunately... Ooh, I have enough... Oh, she's busy, though. Okay. So next turn, I'll convert her, and then after that, I think maybe we'll switch to the state religion now. Can I do it now? Okay. So it made them a little less happy. I can live with that, though. Plus 89 is still okay. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll go with that for now, and then we'll start working on converting people, getting my theologies up, and stuff like that. We're getting all the free Jewish missionaries from the Temple of Solomon anyway, so we'll get some more of those out as well. All right, I think we're in a good place. Research. Sovereignty, coinage, cartography, or a free longbowman. That's a lot of free science. But I might actually go with tyranny. Let's go with sovereignty, because I'm thinking about gearing up for some war. Taking out Greece, I think it needs to be on my list. I just need to get a little bit more order economy as well, so yeah. Although I do want to get... She's not being tutored. I will buy 2 orders to tutor her. Hypatia. Why is Hypatia upset? Axumite paganism is not state religion. Okay, that's fine. Minus 10 is fine. All right, end of orders, end of year. Okay, so the necropolis has been completed by me. Great. This duchess is now has infiltrated the territory. Great. I think I got that ambition as well, which is perfect. This governor is now wanton. This oligarch is now better. Perfect. All right, I've gotten that. 60%. I've got the necropolis. Perfect. Philosophy studies. Duke Bazin has completed his study of philosophy. I think probably a scholar. Yeah. Like mother, like daughter. Rumor has it, better or worse, Princess Admas is showing signs of taking after her mother. How this influence will take shape is yet to be seen. Ruthless, fierce, or cruel? Cruel. Not great. All right. Sorry about the fog of war detail. We're getting into some high-level turns. My computer's having a little bit of trouble doing the turns quickly, so I just turned down a few detail things. Yes, I think we'll go ahead and we'll end the fighting with the Vandals. Perfect. My ambassador can get a promotion. I think I'll go with a foreign... No, we'll go with a tribal pilgrim boost. Okay. Units were attacked. We've got to go ahead and get some kills over here. Okay, kills, kills, kills. Well, attacks rather, not kills, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's get this worker down here in Adwa. What are you building? You're building a stronghold, okay. Let's get a library. Let's get some more quarries. We don't have enough stone coming in. Never have enough stone coming in. All right, so you built a Christian monastery. That's great. Christian monasteries go in there. Let's get this Christian missionary down this way. You can get this road. There we go. You finished those crabs. Got the silver mine there. Let's put another mine here. Just to try to boost... I don't know if it actually will boost that one, but it might. Then we can put another mine there, and then that'll boost that until we get to windmills, if we get to windmills. Okay. You... I need you to convert religion. Actually, can I click on you instead? Convert religion. Yes. Okay. She's already back more or less happy with me, so that's good. Okay. Repair damage is completed here. I think I'd like to get walls. This is a frontier city. Let's heal you up. Let's heal you up. Road. 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 All right. 5 orders remaining. You're still working on that. You're still working on that. All right, these units are not moving much, but that's fine, I guess. Let's start moving some of them down, though, because I think we are going to go after Greece pretty soon. Put strike on you. Okay. Anything on you? Yeah, let's get strike on you. Okay. That's end of orders. I think that's a good place to end that turn. Hopefully the rollover is a little bit quicker on my end with the reduced units and the reduced resources and the reduced fog of war. This is probably going to be the last turn of the episode as well. So, we'll see what kind of other progress we can do. Alright, I've got sovereignty. New ruler of Greece. This oligarch is now ill. Divine harmony. I find Hypatia at work surrounded by piles of parchment and mathematical treatises and various astrolabes. She gives a great sigh and starts to talk without looking up. Queen Dowager Adna has been asking about my lack of theurgy and ritual in my teaching, claiming a lack of piety, but such rituals alienate my Jewish students. All I want is to seek harmony together. Is that really so much to ask? Encourage the students of different religions being taught together. Opinion of both those religions. All cities decree that education does not require the teaching of a religion. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take this one, I think. The opinions are good enough. So that was a lot of civics, so I'm happy with that. Military research. Over the course of any given day, I see dozens, if not scores of people, most of them petitioning me for favors of one sort or another. Very few of these pique my interest, but I do get the occasional surprise. This is one of those days. A commoner who has worked for weeks to gain an audience with me immediately starts talking excitedly about ideas to modernize the nation's military. My first impulse is to dismiss his prattle, as I hear things like this all the time. But something about his passion for the subject draws me in, and I feel that he may be onto something. The notion of magnifying the power of the army by leveraging a range of animals in new ways seems both compelling and workable. How do I respond? Okay, I'll bite. There may be something to this. Minus 3,900 gold. Or gain another discipline. I've got it, so I'll spend it. We'll see what happens. Alright, retiring general. Okay, I'm not going to do that right now. Completed the slinger up here. I think let's go ahead and grab walls for the happiness. What else do we have going on? Alright, we can get Bodkin Arrow here. I think let's go with Maceman. Even though Bodkin Arrow would be huge. No, not Maceman. What am I saying? I don't need Maceman. I have Demitz and Shotelais. Bodkin Arrow. Absolutely. Okay. Not as important that I scout now. I think I'm going to pass this ambition now as well, because I'm not going to get it. Let's get production in Hawulti. Let's get another Jewish disciple, I think. Okay. You were going to come down here and put a... I can't put it here, right? No. It has to be, like, on the other side. And I can't buy a tile? No. Okay, that's fine. I should have put this one here, and then I could have put this one here. I think this one actually might have bumped that out, though, so that wouldn't have worked. If I can get this salt miner, though... If I get that salt miner, that will help. Alright, we've got this going. Let's get this honey up. Perfect. Can we put a governor in Agazi? Sure, I'll put you... No, yeah, I'll put you in. It's fine. Can I get the lighthouse? No, I don't have enough money. What do I need? More stone? Yeah, I need 600 stone. Okay. Let's get some more stone up. The more stone I have up, the less stone I have to buy. You're going to hang out for now. You're going to hang out for now. You're going to hang out for now. You. I want you to get a garrison. Okay. You. Get me these cows. You're still just kind of hanging out. I don't really have anything for you to do right this second. I want these goats up. Okay. You got the necropolis. Perfect. Other wonders. Lighthouse, Kothon. I don't have enough for these right now. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that at this exact second. I am going to worry about some more stone. However, you need to be working in here. So come over here. When you get over here, you'll do that. I think these are just missionaries now. Yeah, okay. So, anybody else to be tutored? You're already being tutored, okay. I want to influence you. Okay. I want to move units. Okay. Moving units, moving units. It's so much fun to move units. All right, cool. End of orders. End of year. Okay, there's a new ruler of Egypt. They are now upset with me. Hypatia the Chaste has tutored Princess Odmus, gained her a wisdom. All right, all of my families are now Jewish. Queen Makeda has gained charisma. I don't care. This oligarch is now ill. Okay, snubbed by Hetepheres. With the death of Queen Bessus, rule has passed to Queen Hetepheres. It is soon after I learned that I have been snubbed. Queen Hetepheres has sent diplomatic gifts to the other neighboring nations, yet nothing to me. Is this deliberate antagonism, or is it a mistake and it should be overlooked? Sacked our caravan? When did that happen? I think I will refuse to send any gifts because I don't want to spend the money. Newfound faith. So she has converted to Christianity. Unfortunate. I don't want to become intolerant, so she can just become a Christian. That's fine. Okay, I'm not going to pick a new general right now. Demit there. I think I would like to get a master officer. I will hurry that with a citizen, and then another demit. Maybe an archer. Okay. Another fresh demit. Love to see it. Can I upgrade you? How about a general? Any young generals? You'll do. Okay. Production. We got a forum here. Let's go ahead and grab this master scribe, I think. Do I have a garrisoning unit? No. Okay, yeah, let's grab this master scribe. That's fine. Can I hurry that with a citizen? No. Okay. In Mendefera, we got a miner. We have 2 citizens. I think I want to get both these trappers up for the extra order. Okay. No governor. Duke Bazin wouldn't be terrible. Let's put Duke Bazin in. Put him in the right guy, right? Yeah. And Asmara. You completed the forum. Don't really need this trapper. I've got 3 citizens, though. Let's go ahead and grab forum 2, I guess. Something for the city to do. Will I hurry that? 16 unhappiness and 1 citizen? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Alright, so you got another quarry. Excellent. Let's come over and grab another one. No. I'll come over this way. We'll put a mine here. That's fine. Okay. Need regular workers. All right, you're coming over here. I want you to get a quarry. Okay. Think any actual workers. Yes. Grab this salt when you get over there, please. I think everybody else is missionaries. Yeah, okay. Military. So I want to leave some units here. I'll leave this spearman. You can come out here and actually do a little scouting. That's fine. Alright, this spearman and that archer can stay here. The rest of you are going to come down this way. Okay. Alright, so that is the end of the orders. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I forget to tutor the... Yes, I did. Back that up. I need to tutor you. I'll tutor with that person. Okay. That is going to be the end of the session. I want to thank you very much for watching. Again, my name is Jams, and if you have liked this video, please go ahead and give me a like. I am trying to grow the channel a little bit. It really does help. If you're not subscribed, I would appreciate you subscribing. I do put out, I try to put out 2 videos a week now. I've got a pretty good schedule between this and my Egypt is my Ride or Die, which is just kind of a funny little thing I'm doing just to kind of make some extra content. Not really trying to go super hard in that one. And there will be a special series coming out soon where Purple Blue Moose, or as I like to call him, Moosey Moose, does a coaching session with me. And he is going to help me sharpen my skills for the next multiplayer game that we do. So, all that being said, again, thank you very much for watching. I have been Jams, this has been Old World, and until the next time, I'll see ya. Bye-bye.